Welcome to Memento Vivere with Manny Rico. Okay, arriba la Fiona Apple. Okay, listen to Fast As You Can by Fiona Apple. Like 1 minute 15 in. Mwah, arriba la Fiona Apple. Also, Fiona, love. Con la Poderosa, Mingy as hell, New Jeans, hello, Larv New Jeans. But welcome to Memento Vivere with Manny Rico. These are my little notes, because I have to be like, I have to lock the hell in. I have to be present, but I also have to like remember what I'm going to say, because like, I'll sometimes forget. But welcome to Memento Vivere with Manny Rico. I am your vegan host. I'm your Aquarian bestie. Hello. Pisces moon. We got it. I have to tell you this, like, because it's right here. Pisces moon on Wednesday. New moon. Mwah. New moon, new jeans, new tea, new hair, new jeans. Me, I love new jeans. But new moon in Pisces. Honestly, mwah, my best friend Angel is a Pisces, and my best friend Puta de Inglewood is a Pisces, and who else is a Pisces? I enjoy Pisces. I don't think I can, like, platonically, I don't think I can engage in a relationship unless their rising is like Aquarius or like their moon is Aquarius. Like, there has to be some level of detachment. But mwah, I love you, my Pisces king. His birthday is on Thursday. So, like, happy birthday, Angel as hell. Like, honestly, like, your name being Angel is kind of cunty, like, like, Angel as hell. Also, I'm wearing my Pink Pantheress hat. Arriba Pink Pantheress Woman of the Year. Or, what was it? Like, Producer of the Year. Mwah. Also, new nails. Faggot as hell. Thank you, Sid, my Capricorn queen. I love Capricorn women. Capricorn men are the devil. Like, respectfully, they are the devil. They will have you crying in a Bentley, but it's like, at what cost, bae? Like, at what cost are you going to have me crying here? I don't think, for me personally, I don't get wet. I don't get wet from a Bentley or a Mercedes. Like, I love a big ass, like, cars, like, monster ass hell cars, because it's like, how are you going to survive in the snow? How are you going to drive to Mexico? Or, like, how are you going to do anything in the little fuck ass Mercedes? Like, nar. Like, nar. Like, I will shiver. I will get like, ooh, if I see like a big ass, like, okay, sometimes a low, like, Mexican as hell truck, mwah, love, like a Silverado. But anyways, today I have been inspired by, I feel like I want to take these like sort of sayings and turn them into some form of painting. And I want to start with this. I'm forgetting what the fuck the saying is. Wait, I wrote it down. Árbol que nace torcido nunca endereza is what I kind of based off of. There's also this, I think it's in one of my Instagram dumps, but there's this Twitter, and it's like a crooked tree where it's like straight trees, something, and then it was like faggots make some noise. But árbol torcido nunca endereza is basically like a jaguar spots don't change, or the leopard spots don't change. Basically, like, well, okay, that's what I heard a lot while growing up, and I never really understood what the hell was going on, or like what it actually meant. And I was like, okay, like, this definitely has layers. And one, it meant, with my parents, it meant like my habits, like the habits that you grow up with are the ones that stick with you as an adult. So I remember she would always, like, my ass gets sleepy at like around 9, because my bedtime was at 9, like specifically at 9. And that was like a habit. Like, that was a habit that I developed. And it's like, honestly, I'm kind of grateful, because now I can get a good night's sleep. But I also feel like in the other sense was like drugs or hanging out with bad people, quote unquote bad people, because it's like for religious people, quote unquote bad people, or just non-religious people, like not the people who are in their cult. So I'm just like, well, girl, like that's not like that's not how you learn about different cultures. Like that's not how you learn about different people. Like that's not how you learn about, like that's not how you make friends. Like it's just like this, like nah. But for my parents, if you, as you're growing up, as this tree is growing up, if it develops bad habits, it's going to go the other way. But really, also for them, low-key, like something crazy that my parents believed in was that other people can make you gay, or like other things in pop culture can make you queer. So they for sure thought that like my friends in like high school were turning me queer and making me gay, because they thought that like this tree that's growing straight, also literally growing straight, like heterosexual, once it meets another gay person, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like, hey, like, okay, yes, maybe yes, this kid named Jonah in fucking high school did show me Drag Race for the first time and did show me Willem. Maybe that like did do a number, but also it's also like, I'm gonna be gay regardless. Like I was going to find Drag Race regardless. I was going to paint my nails regardless. Like these are things that are going to happen regardless. Like this tree is going to grow this way regardless, because it's the roots. Like these are the roots. These are the roots. I feel like being queer, it stems from like, aren't you like a second generation? So it's like someone before me, kind of, I'm not sure, but we're gonna be queer regardless. And that's something that I feel like a cult sorry, or a very organized religion will teach, is that being a homosexual. Have you seen Terry Joe's movie? It's really silly, and I honestly do recommend giving it a watch. I did fall asleep and I caught the ending by like 2 seconds probably. But I'm not gonna spoil it because it's Terry Joe. Like, why would I spoil Terry Joe? I do have to give you little updates because, see, my ass was about to forget. I ran for the first time in like 4, 5, 6 months probably, and I did not do as bad as I would think. Like I did do 4 miles. I did 2, and then it was sunset because 7 p.m. sunsets. I'm like, mwah. So I ran 2 miles, and then I took a break, and I sat by these little geese, and they're like, one was like with his leg in the air. I feel like I'm always inspired by like birds or just things that can fly, or like just nature. I'm low-key always inspired by nature, and I did that while I was doing laundry, because I low-key feel like, okay, sometimes laundry, an airplane ride, a passenger, a train ride, like anywhere where you can just sit and like have to like not do anything. Like laundry, it's like you have to wait for like an hour or like 30 minutes and you have nothing. I love being able to just be like, oh, okay, like no one needs anything from me because this is my sole focus. So I'm going to like doodle, I'm going to write, I'm going to draw, whatever. But on my run, I meditated because I feel like my ADHD ass, okay, we have to come to terms with our ADHD. Like, I think it's something that I'm either going to have to get medicated for, or I feel like my boxing and my meditation and like trying to concentrate, like being like, hey, concentrate, like it really does help and it does make a difference. I feel like if like you are the ruler of your mind, also some things you do need medication for, bae. So, but I do think there are times where I can probably handle myself better and have better self-control and you know, maybe slow down or maybe speed up or maybe focus, lock in. Like, I think it's important to, one, we have to use the new moon in Pisces to lock in, because the new moon in Pisces is so important for closure and just rush. Like, I love closure because closure is just new beginnings. So when you view it as a new beginning, you can really just use all that energy and like use it to transform whatever aspect you want to. Like, for example, I had a very bad habit in the mornings, and I was like, okay, how do I fix this? Like, fix me. I love that Mitsuki song, I Will Change For You. Like, fix me, I will change for you. Like, love me. I'll change. Loving someone that you'll change for them, I'm like, it depends, okay? I feel like there are habits that you can have that you could change for someone to like you more or like continue liking you. Maybe, sure. But you as a person, as your nature, like, oh, like I'll change how joyous I am, or I'll change how yappy I am, or I'll change how intense I am. I do think I am going to do an episode about this, embracing your intensity, but I do think we have to understand and like proportionize our intensity in different aspects, not in just in relationships or in how we handle like people, because it can be a little intense. But I do think you should appreciate a good listener, especially with bitches with ADHD. Like, a good listener, mwah. But as I was saying, sorry, I've been hella cloud gazing. I absolutely love looking at clouds. So, like, what do you see? Like, I feel like that's also what inspires when I draw, because there's a lot of like motion and creativity in clouds, and being able to imagine something or like pull something out of your head that's on the clouds, I think that's kind of cool to me. And then you can draw it, you can like, I like taking pictures of it, and then I like to like trace over it on like the little app or whatever, like the little photo app. When you go to edit, you just put like markup, and then you can draw on it. But something else that I've been really, really proud of this week has how I've been like, for me, my communication skills and like my social skills were a very big factor, like especially last year, where it was like a lot of friendship breakups, a lot of like different transformations, and like just a lot of different movement and change. And this year I feel like I've really solidified a lot of like solid relationships that I just cherish and just like absolutely adore and value. I think mainly mainly friendships have been a big thing because chosen family. I feel like for me, my Scorpio moon and rising only allow me to like have like genuine friendships, because like if I can't tell you crazy ass shit, like who can I tell that to? And I feel like that's also one thing I want to develop though, like small talk friendships, like just level 1 friendships maybe. I don't want that. Like, I don't desire that. It's like either I want you like 1,000 or nothing. Like, I want my friends to like be able to like come over if they want and just lay on my rug. I want to feel that same energy as well. At times that can feel lonely when you think that way. So we have to like see, that's where our intensity has to like lower or raise. But I don't think we should ever lower or compromise when it comes to, I feel like when it comes to like friends, I give friends the same amount of chances as I give a little Aquarian lover. Like, you have to give chances in order to like reap what you sow. Like, you have to give chances in order to like see some form of like, okay, wait, let's think that through. You have to give enough chances, but if there's no progress, I don't think we should enough. Like, you've gotten enough chances, like that's it. Oh, sorry. You've gotten enough chances, like I think that's it. Like, we should know when's enough. Enough's enough. But with friends, I feel like at times people are much easier to cut off friends than they are to cut off their ex, and I'm just like, girl, like with friends, it's like your friend is going to be there when your heart gets broken. Your friend is going to be there when you're like broke as hell. Like, your friend, like God forbid, but like your friend is going to be there when you're like down in the gutter. Like your friend, like friends are so valuable, especially to like queer people when you don't have a very supportive family. Like I'm learning as I'm getting older that these friendships you have to cultivate and you have to really appreciate. So I've been trying my best to like text them back. I know that sounds silly as hell, but to an aquarium bitch, it's important to do so because you can get so lost. Like I tried to do some calls. Like yesterday I called Roshni, my queen. Their friendships are also meant to like rewire you and refresh you and like restart you. Like new moon in Pisces, hello on Wednesday. It's just like thank you friends. Like I think appreciating and being grateful for friends will allow like more and allows you to open up and like having your heart open for new people as well. But back to my painting, árbol torcido nunca endereza, or árbol que nace torcido nunca endereza. I also think it's a bit homophobic. That saying is a bit homophobic to me because it in a way it promotes like in this religion. It's homophobic to me in the context of the way that it was used towards me because they believe that homosexuals is a developed like habit and hobby. Basically, like they suck dick to have fun, like sure, but like we also have feelings and we also like I want to love and like be loved and like I don't know, like the queer experience is so beautiful that you like obviously you're not going to understand if you're straight, but you're clearly not going to understand if you think homosexuals are a sin or like homosexuality is something that you learn from the world or from the others. Like sure, you do get cultured and you get, you know, you learn the references and you learn everything else and you learn all these pioneers, but deep down, like you are a pioneer, like you are queer, like you are fierce, like you are cutty, like deep down that is you. You don't need, like there are bitches in a buttfuck nowhere who are like walking fish, like literally like they're cunty as hell, and it's like that's who they are, like that's just their person, like it's just like, but like for me, I do think I went through a lot of phases where I was very flamboyant but at home I was very like nothing, which is not healthy for the mind. And so now as I got older, I'm starting to just flow and surrender, which I think is how I have like translated or how I've kind of made it my own and made it to where it's a beautiful saying. Because I was showing Jocelyn this painting and she was like, oh, like this saying is beautiful, because she had never heard it before, or she had never heard how in the context that it was used towards me. And then she was like, oh shit. But like, yeah, like a leopard, the spots don't change. Like your roots and who you are, like these are, like you are that tree, like you are the tree with limbs. You are, I love that episode, Tree with Limbs. Like I am just a tree with limbs. Árbol torcido nunca endereza. Like you have to embrace your flamboyance. You have to embrace just anything that, like, just whatever calls your name, just go towards it. Like be like a moth towards the light, I think is the way that I'm trying to see this. Because solely like whatever calls your soul or whatever calls your essence is what you should pay attention to, and is what is your calling, and it is what is calling your soul. So like always try to pay attention to that. But also when your roots are so deep and like you kind of don't, it allows you to surrender enough to like not question what is going on. I think for me, I love exploring and I love like learning new things or feeling new things or seeing new things, and not questioning what it is that I'm seeing or what it is that I'm experiencing or what it is that I am leaning towards is what allows me to kind of experience new things and meet new people. And I think that's something that I've been trying to like emphasize in just my day-to-day. Like like you are a tree, you are these roots, like you this is like you're going, like this is me as a person. Something else that has been helping like my roots go deeper, and like me knowing my roots, and like me like exploring and finding, or like exploring and discovering new things about myself, has been learning about my like zodiacs. I know I'm sorry, but my chart, and like learning about where your third house is and your second and your Saturn, and like my Leo, my Saturn being in Leo is very important, and it's very beautiful because that is what allows my adventurous and my like fun side. But then it's also like I'm very, very moody at times because of my like Scorpio moon and rising. So it's very beautiful to understand that, and I feel like it helps me a lot. But I do think there's so many kids and there's so many young people in this church that obviously also hear the saying, because it's also in there. Like, it's a saying that goes deep into cutting out the real world from this religion. Like, it's a saying that makes you feel like you're not one with the world, and you are one with the world. Like, this is a fucking quote, babe. But I do think it's important for young queer people to understand that, like, you're not a sin. Two, this is something that is like you're going, like, who you are, and like whatever you feel like is your heart, and like what makes your heart happy, and like what gives you butterflies. You need to follow that, and you need to like remember what it is that makes you feel that way, and then dive into that, because that is the only way that you're going to discover and like explore yourself. So please don't allow like, wake up, like the bitch, this is a cult. So with that being said, the importance of going out to the gay club, very, very important. I went to a speakeasy. For the first time, not a gay speakeasy, it was like a straight one, but it was kind of silly. Like, it was so fun. Thank you, Angel. Like, that shit was so fun. And look, I'm low-key not like a person that lingers. Like, it's either like we're going to drink to dance, or we're going to drink at home for a game. Like, I'm not someone that just likes to go to a bar. Like, ooh, not my setting. I respect you and I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. But I do think bars are just like, but to each their own. Like, whatever. I feel like what I think is fun, some people don't think is fun. But to each their own, because this is your life, babe. Like, you are the universe experiencing human form. Like, you live it how you want. No one's gonna stop you. But I also, okay, I think that's the end of this podcast, babe. I hope you liked it. I hope, you feel a little more encouraged to express your queerness however you want to. I think that's very important, especially in this time, in this political climate. You have to. Faggots, make some noise. I love you. Be safe. Mwah.